Guys, Paul Bates here, and I'm sorry. It's the learning curve here. I didn't check my internet connection. I checked my connection, but I didn't check it on the computer itself, and so I was the wrong internet. So that first video I did this morning live, it's terrible. You can't use it, and so I'll have to delete it later. So anyway, I'm just going to go reiterate all the stuff that I talked about here because this is a video I can use. And anyway, good morning. Welcome aboard a Southern Estate here. And sorry that happened. I am working on it. Anyway, last night I went through all the comments, a bunch of different comments from a bunch of different people. And today's video is about the AGLCA. Should you be a member of it? And what the advantages and disadvantages of it are. And also this morning I want to talk about one of our guys. Let me know if this feed's much better. I see some of you guys watching it or back on here. This should be much better. Yeah, it's perfect now. Yeah. And again, we're working on the camera. Sorry about that, Russell, too. And I can't even, I know what it's like, that other video, because the internet speed was ferocious. You can't even use it. So, and anyway, earlier we talked about American Patriot gives us a lot of these comments, and he gives us like just sayings for the morning type thing. And I didn't understand. It took me a while to I kept reading this one and reading this one. And this morning, like I said, I usually get up around 5 o'clock and I do my videos and I look at it. So, and the comment reads, risk is the likelihood of not achieving your goal. Well, what he means by that is, so a lot of people will save their whole lives. Let's just say your goal is to save your whole life, buy a boat and do America's Great Loop. Well, some people can say that, and then they die and they never achieve their goal. So what did they risk? They risked nothing and they got nothing, is basically what that says. And what happened was when I lost my job to COVID, Bev could have gone in a bunch of different directions, but this is the direction we went. And do I regret it? No, I'll never regret being living on my boat full-time and living the life and doing the things that I want to do. I won't. There's no amount of money you can put on something like that. So I think that's important, that some people need to realize that. Also, I'm working on a few videos here, and I'm going to link Beverly's video here. She's a superstar on YouTube now. She's done one video, but she's a superstar. And I do get a lot of comments. And yes, we do know that she is much prettier than me and much easier to look at, her and Daisy both. And also, their demands are quite high. Anybody wants to be their agent, she's got a lot of demands. We'll go over those in the coming days. They get higher and higher every day. So this topic today that we're going to talk about, because every morning I'm going to get up here and I'm going to talk about a topic. And today is, should you be a member of the AGLCA? And that stands for America's Great Loop Cruisers Association, for you guys that don't know that. And I am a member. You can see here I got my flag. And right now I run the white flag on my boat, but I do have my gold flag here because we're close. We're only a few hundred miles from crossing our wake and being and completed the loop. So you get your flag. And then I went ahead and paid for my lifetime membership because I'll always be a member of the organization. The things that I like about the organization are the harbor hosts. I pulled into several marinas, and even before I get to the marinas, they'll message me on Nebo. And not to get off track here, but Sam and Rev from What Yacht to Do messaged me yesterday about Nebo, saying that they're going to pull off of Nebo, so you will no longer be able to message them on Nebo. And I get it. I don't blame them. I bought the transponder for it, and I'll do a video about that because it does eat up a lot of your cell service, and it takes away from your cell service. So I don't blame them. Also, while we're talking about that real quick, it was good to see Brooke and Braden back on Monster Mermaid. They made it back yesterday. I've never met them personally. I have met Sam and Rev. I had a great meeting with them. I've spent almost a day with them and just talking to them and stuff like that. So it was fun talking to them. I haven't met Brandon or Brooke yet on a Monster Mermaid. I think they're true liveaboards like me. Because when they leave their boat, they're living in an RV. And their boat is their primary residence, just like me. I live full-time on Southern Estate here. So anyway, getting back to the AGLC, a lifetime member. I'm going to, when I cross my wake, then I'll put my gold flag up front there. And the harbor hosts are probably the greatest part of the organization, because as we pulled into each port, not every time, but they messaged me on Nebo. They sent me a nice long message saying, hey, you can pull into here if you need a transportation, if you need any way to get to the store, anything. They were there to help us all the way around the loop. I wouldn't say any place was better than the others. I think once we got to the Great Lakes, it was a little more scattered out, but still great response, still great. Everything was great about it. What I don't like about the organization, the website, when I was there, I'm trying to look for the fuel prices and look for the this and that, and so the website was kind of a disaster. It didn't work well for me, and I think it has to do with the speed of my internet connection, and it didn't interact. I didn't interact well with it, and it didn't interact well with me. Also, another thing I don't like about the organization, you got people on top there. Kim Russo, she's never done America's Great Loop. She's been to a lot of and she's talked to a million loopers, and she's never actually done the loop. So it's hard to sell something you've never even done, and that's just my opinion. But again, it's a great organization. I'll be involved with it the rest of my life, and that's all I can say about it. And the discounts, that was another big thing. Is it worth the discounts? Yes, you will receive it. It didn't get all the hype of fuel discounts and all that stuff. That didn't really happen. But the marinas did give discounts, and there is enough discounts in there that it will pay for your membership. There's no doubt about that. Did I get $300 in discounts after doing 6,000 miles in 4 months on the America's Great Loop? Yeah, I did actually. Because every time, if you pull into a marina, it's $10 off here and $10 and $10 and $10 and $10, $5. It all adds up. And next thing you know, it does add up to well over $300. So anyway, I'm just letting you know that it's definitely worth the investment. And I would get involved sooner than later. And the reason is because they do have a lot of great information on that website, especially with your home internet speed. And you go in there and you can get the information from that website, and it's a lot of good information on there too. And every once in a while you'll see a boat for sale on there. I know Sam and Rev from What Yacht to Do, he's getting ready to get out of the boating game, and he's going to sell his boat, and hopefully he'll list it on there. And I don't think it'll ever make it to a broker, because they did a wonderful job on that boat. And so I think somebody will pick that one up fairly quick, because it's a really good boat in good shape. Anyway, so tomorrow we're going to talk about Boat US, and was it worth the investment? Even though I didn't use it, and I don't ever plan on using it. I hope I never have to use it, but is it worth the investment? And that'll be our live topic tomorrow. And I'm working on the internet, new camera, new equipment coming in. So I hope you guys bear with us as we get this thing up and going, because it's been a learning curve, and it's a process. So it's just like everything else in life. Also, I'm working on a few videos. Today, I will release a video called A Poor Man in a Rich Man's Game. Anyway, I talk about my canvas, me and Bev making the canvas, and I put the bike on the front of the boat, and I built a cover for it. But then at the end of it, I also talk about the crane, and how I was able to just go out and purchase for $39, or basically $40. And I have a wireless remote for the crane on the front of this boat, and it made a huge game changing. It was a huge difference in operating the boat and putting the tender, the dinghy, whatever you want to call it, and the bike on the boat, because that bike is heavy. You saw me do my review on it, and it is a little bit heavy. Also, guys, smash that like button. I do appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you guys find these videos entertaining. Also, I'm going to work this week on Poor Man in a Rich Man's Game, and that's buying a boat. I'll get that video. I'm working on that video now. What will it sell for? I don't know. I didn't get into it, but he'll be properly marketed. And he did say that I'm not sure if it's this loop or if he's going to complete. I think he said he was about 2 years out from selling that boat. And we also have a few other people that watch the channel that are interested in that boat. So, and it's definitely a nice boat. And if you're definitely in the market, especially in the next 2 to 3 years, I would definitely pay attention. You can't really watch them on Nebo now, but watch their videos and just reach out to them, and they'll talk to you, and especially if you let them know that you're interested in buying his boat, I'm sure. But yeah, it's a beautiful boat too. If that's the style boat you're looking for, it's absolutely beautiful. And I can tell you that it was treated with lots of love. Anyway, getting back on the subject here, I'm going to end this stream here because a couple bad things happened today, and I really am working on it. And I'm trying to get this thing up and going here and doing much better. And the videos that I'm working on right now are, a poor man in a rich man's game, and just kind of my buying experience over the last 30 years, really talking about, what I was dreaming about, what was happening, why I couldn't do this, and is it better to pay cash? Is cash king when buying a boat? And so we'll work on that. Thank you. Keep it up. Enjoying your videos. Trending. Yeah, I like trending water or treading water. Yeah. Thank you. We appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to end today's video again. Thank you guys so much. And tomorrow is Boat US. Is it worth the discounts? Anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Live life with no regret. Thank you.